In the words of the great Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're probably last. That's the news coming from one major Carnival brand today, as one fan favorite cruise line has announced they're no longer playing the last minute deals game. Oh, and we're only 100 days away now from the inaugural sailing of Icon of the Seas. Let's roll the intro. Welcome to the Midships channel. It's your Captain Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. Well, I'm only a week away now from hopping on a plane to Rome. I have a 13-night transatlantic sailing aboard Explorer of the Seas booked at the end of the month, just to keep you up to date on my travel plans. But today, we're not talking Royal Caribbean, we're talking Princess Cruise Line, who says we're done giving you those last-minute deals.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Huh? And this has me a little bit worried because Princess Cruise Line is Carnival owned, their subsidiary. And I tell you what, the last minute deals section over on Princess's website, it was always very tempting to me. But now the cruise line is doing an about face in the way that they price their cruises, saying that no longer will you find any last minute discounts for unsold cabins, claiming that they're already the best value in travel anyways, amidst increased consumer demand. The cruise line will take a new approach moving forward to pricing, one that rewards people for booking early. Princess say that gone are the days of the last minute deal, and here are the days of getting a deal. When you book early, you're going to get the best price available. As part of that best price comes a guarantee, which is very creatively named the Best Price Guarantee. And this just guarantees that Princess will match any lower prices that are found for the same cabin on the same cruise on their website. And the one nice thing about this is it doesn't look like you have to completely cancel your old booking and rebook to get this lower price, which is a much more modern way to do things. A lot of cruise lines, I don't know, it seems like they're living in the Amish times where if you want to take advantage of a lower price, well, you got to cancel the whole darn thing and seemingly rebook it a lot of the time. I'm sure that's the game they're playing, though. You know who does refund your money as soon as you want it back? Well, it's me in the Midships Amazon store, although I doubt you're going to be returning very much of anything at all that you buy in there. Did you know that on Amazon, you can find a list of everything I take with me every single time I cruise? Yeah, I test new items, and if they're good, I put them in my storefront. If they're not, well, you're never going to see or hear about them again. So if you want to take some cool items on your next cruise, well, you can check out that list at the link in the description down below. Now let's get back to this story. I want to start a conversation here. Are you a fan or a person who is known for hunting for those last minute deals? Are you the kind of person that likes to click on those 90-day or less cruise pricing extravaganzas? I personally love that. I love the feeling of getting something for a whole heck of a lot less than what somebody else paid for it on the same ship. That's always really cool. However, there is something to be said about rewarding the early adopters of anything, the pioneers. You know the old saying, the pioneers get the arrows. Well, at least for Princess, the Princess pioneers get the champagne and gummy bears. I don't know why I went there, but that's what's on my mind. And the late bookers, the late cruise bookers, well, you get to pay more. What are your thoughts on all of this? Let me know in the comment section down below. What is your cruise booking style? Are you an early bird or a late bloomer? Now we got to keep the cruise news moving. In exactly 100 days from now, January 27th of 2024, it happens to be, well, maybe one of the largest days in the history of cruising. And I use the word largest euphemistically, of course, because that, my friends, is the day that the Icon of the Seas will make her inaugural sailing out of Miami, Florida. Obviously, Icon of the Seas is a massive departure from, well, pretty much every other cruise ship that's operating out there right now, boasting more space, more technology, more experiences than you can find on most other cruise ships combined. And interestingly enough, one of the big things that happens 90 days out from a sailing is that a bunch of cabins usually become available for purchase when people miss their final payments or decide to cancel or decide the prices are too high, so they're going to claw back as much of their deposit as they can and book somewhere else. And I'm starting to wonder if this is going to be a thing for Icon of the Seas 10 days from now. If you were trying to book on that inaugural sailing and you didn't quite make it, kind of like me, this might be your chance to redeem yourself a little bit and still make it on board the inaugural cruise after all. Look, I'm not saying that this is going to happen. This is a guarantee. There's a high likelihood that Royal Caribbean just pulls those cabins out and gives them to VIPs, influencers, industry insiders, those kind of folks. But there's also a strong chance that some of them squeak by and you can snag a room still for this cruise. So you might want to set yourself a little 10-day reminder and, well, check and see if 90 days out at midnight, these rooms become available. If you made it this far into today's episode, well, why don't you consider joining the 21,000 other satisfied subscribers here at the Midships channel? While you're down there subscribing, why don't you smash that thumbs up button if you would love to take that inaugural cruise for the Icon of the Seas. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. And as always, until next time, we'll see ya on the Midships. Starting to bust out the Halloween themed stuff. Spooky season, y'all. Ooh.